Literally 95% of the comments on that last video were people asking if this printer ink will hold up in the wash. And frankly, I have absolutely no idea. I'm gonna go toss this thing in the wash. I have no idea if it's gonna work, but I have pretty high confidence because the ink is like pretty in there. Freshly printed ink. And now we wait. See you guys in like an hour. All right, just finished washing. Not gonna do the grand reveal till it's all dried, but it's looking pretty damn good. I think it's gonna turn out incredibly. Into the dryer we go, and I'll see you guys in like half an hour. All right, we got it. Let's go check it out. Okay, yeah, it looks like perfect. You would never know that it's even been washed. It hasn't faded at all. It hasn't smudged. I think we might be onto something here. Look at that. That's so crisp, and it was washed for like an hour in high heat. Like, it just looks good. I'm not surprised though, because this thing is literally meant to print in like industrial environments and be like a permanent solution for like labeling, packaging and stuff. This is kind of just a weird auxiliary use case. Like I said, I think we might be on something here, especially for $70. I'll leave a link to it in my bio on AliExpress. If you want to see me do anything else with it, let me know. And thanks for watching. Does my $70 AliExpress hand printer thing print on clothes? Let's find out. We got some text loaded up. Let's just wing it. Yo? Oh, we might be on to something here. Okay. Wait a minute. So this looks questionably good. Let's toss some numbers on there. Maybe a QR code? Okay, the quality here is like alarmingly good. The fit? Kind of fire. I think we might have actually found something pretty cool with this thing. I'll leave a link to it in my bio. Like I said, it was only $70 on AliExpress. Let me know if you guys have any other ideas for it, and I'll catch you in the next video. Mwah.
That you can access somebody's internet search history through the Wi-Fi.
Not only is this 100% a thing, but it's even easier to do than you might think. So in that video, that guy was at his friend's house and his roommate was there, and he never met the roommate before. And his roommate knew all of this crazy specific stuff about him despite never meeting him. Long story short, it turns out his roommate was able to see his search history through the Wi-Fi. I'm gonna explain to you exactly how that's done because it's very simple for the sole purpose of you better understanding the risks of being on unknown networks. Okay, so we've all seen one of these before, right? This is a router. This is what produces the Wi-Fi signal in most homes. Not only does it produce the Wi-Fi signal, but it also routes all the network traffic throughout your home. No matter what, when you do anything on the internet, it's always gonna pass through one of these. Now, every time a request goes through this thing, it stores the data of that request and logs it. It does this for a whole bunch of really valid reasons, like identifying malicious patterns and giving you really useful reports. It has to happen, but the things that it logs can be kind of scary. And accessing these logs is comical easy. You just need to log into your router, find the log tab, and there's literally going to be a list of every single thing that's been done on your router. I've got mine filtered down here for hopefully obvious reasons, but this is what the log will look like. You'll be able to see the domain name was accessed, the device that did it, and when it happened. It won't show what you did on those sites or passwords or anything. That stuff's all encrypted, but even this is enough to do some damage. So this guy's buddy just logged onto his router, found this guy's device, and looked at all the domains it was accessing. Now, that specific use case was pretty harmless, but even just domain names can be used for some pretty malicious stuff, especially on the social engineering front, so you need to be careful here. Now, in the video, the guy said he could see his search history, which isn't exactly true. You could only see the stuff that's actually requested on the Wi-Fi, but I'll explain to you almost certainly what happened. Based on what he said, it sounds like he opened up the web browser on his phone and all of the tabs showed in his web browser. For your tabs to show these little previews in your web browser, they need to make requests behind the scenes to basically generate that website and screenshot the image. It has to do that for every single tab. It sounds like that he opened up his web browser on his friend's Wi-Fi, it accessed all of the tabs to take that screenshot, and therefore the web router saw all of those requests. Pretty scary stuff. How do you prevent against this? So the first lesson here is how important it is to secure your router. Luckily, in theory, the only people that have access to this information is the network owner. So nobody can just join your home network and see all this stuff. But home routers are notoriously unsecure. Almost everybody in the world has their home router set with their default login and password. Usually it's just admin and admin. So any old person that knows that can join pretty much any Wi-Fi network and log on to their router. Changing your router's login info takes 2 minutes. It'll tell you exactly how to log into the router on the back of the router. Please do it. It'll help you with this and so many other network security things. But unfortunately, other than that, due to the nature of how networking works, the network administrator is always going to be able to see very basic things like the domains that you access when accessing a network. Moral of the story here, which is another really good blanket rule, don't access networks that you don't trust. Hope that was somewhat useful. Be safe out there. Change your router's password. Thank you for watching.